I really don't remember getting these. But then I also kind of black out when I order things off Scholastic, so not the best. It definitely looks better on Pinterest. And today was pajama day. I finished assessing finally with 3 days to spare. That is something that I do regret doing as I was prepping to become a teacher. Well, hello. Long time no see. So I have been vlogging every day. I just haven't gotten around to editing it, so I feel like I'm just gonna scrap those vlogs and just start from now. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But yeah, today is Monday, March 5th. Today is our last week of the quarter before we go to spring break, and then it's also Spirit Week. So we are doing like Dr. Seuss Spirit Week, and today was pajama day. I was so happy that it was pajama day because this morning it was definitely really hard to get up because I went to bed at like midnight, and just getting up at 5 in the morning, it's not that easy when you go to sleep at midnight. So wearing PJs to work is definitely a plus when it's hard to get out of bed, or it can also be like a blessing and a curse because then it makes it harder to get out of bed. I just got out of a meeting, so now I'm just trying to see what I'm gonna do. My classroom is actually pretty clean. My kiddos did a really good job cleaning it up, so there's not much to do. I have my copies made for the week, and all I have to do is just clean up my back table. My big book box came in, so I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys and show you guys what I got. Today we did a letter V craft, so we made a volcano. This is my example. Not the best. It definitely looks better on Pinterest, but hey, that happens. Overall, today was a really good day considering it's Spirit Week. We had a birthday. My kiddos were actually really good. I had 2 parent volunteers today. Usually only have 1, and it's before centers, like, and the parent volunteer that I usually have on Mondays is one that comes during specials, so she doesn't really get to interact with the kids. But just recently I had a volunteer schedule change, so now this one volunteer is coming in during centers, and it just made things so much easier. We started working on, let me see, I had the parent volunteer work on this with my kiddos, so let me put you down. So this is my example. It's just like an the places you'll go craft. It's supposed to be like a little suitcase type thing. I saw this on Pinterest. So you open it up and it just tells you like different things. So where I'm going, what I'm bringing, and why I'm going. And I just think it's really cute. I think we got about 5 done today with a volunteer. I wasn't able to help because I'm still assessing for report cards. I only need to finish assessing for sorting and comparing numbers, I think. And then I'm done. After that, I am free to do what I usually do, meeting with groups and stuff like that, which I'm really excited about because I love meeting with my small groups, and just when it comes time to report cards and stuff like that, it's really hard to find the time to do so. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and show you the books that I got from Scholastics. I actually hadn't ordered books in a while for myself until now, so I'm going to show you what I got. As far as orders go, I don't have a ton of parents that order consistently. I can go months without any parent orders, but then I'll have like a parent order like 80 bucks of books, but there's really no consistency there, so I am the one that's always just buying books. So the first book I got is There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Clover, because it's March. Then I also got Not a Box. This has been on my wish list for a long time, and I finally decided to just go ahead and buy it. I don't really know what it's about, but I guess I'll find out. Then this is definitely for next year. This is just a Groundhog's Runaway Shadow. I really wanted to get this one. This is the Reese's Queen, and I wanted this because I want this as a reminder for my students to be nice on the playground. I feel like we're getting to that point that we need a reminder, so I got this for that. I also got a little bundle. So the first one is The Night Before St. Patrick's Day, then Jack and the Leprechaun, and then How to Catch a Leprechaun, which I'm really glad that the box got in today because I want this for Thursday, because Thursday is when we're going to set up our leprechaun traps. So I'm glad I have this now. And I have Splat the Cat and the Duck with No Quack. I don't remember getting this, but you know what? I think this might be the one that you get for free. So with every order you get like $10 to spend. So I think this is what I got with it. Then I also got How to Catch the Easter Bunny. And then I got Love Monster. I love these books. I have 2 of them already. Then I got The Night Before the 100th Day of School. Again for next year because they already passed. 5 flying turkeys, again, for next year. Then I got a Mr. Panda bundle, so I'm gonna open it up. Alright, so the first one is Thank You, Mr. Panda. Oh, and the other two are actually hardcover books. I didn't know that. So then I have Please, Mr. Panda, and then I have I'll Wait, Mr. Panda. Actually, I already have this one, but it's a paperback. Then I got A Truck Full of Ducks. I don't know, it looked cool, so I got it. And it rhymes, so. Or I think it rhymes. The title rhymes anyway. And then Snowman All Year. I got this because first grade at the school that I used to work at for their after school program, they used to do a craft with this, I think. Okay, so then I also got If I Had a Gryphon. Happy Valentine's Day Mouse. Then I don't remember getting this one, but then I also kind of black out when I order things off Scholastic. So Pete the Cat and the Lost Tooth, The Three Billy Goats Gruff, and then I got this little bundle, I guess. I honestly do not remember. I'm gonna double check that no one else ordered anything but me. Oh, okay, so I don't know. I don't remember getting this. Okay, so then I have Miss Nelson is Missing, which I absolutely love this book. And then I have The Case of the Missing Donut, which is perfect because I love donuts. And then Spy Guy, The Not So Secret Agent. I really don't remember getting these. I don't know, I guess I did get them. I don't know. So yeah, I got a ton of books. Half of them I got with my bonus points, and then half I paid for myself. But yeah, I'm just really excited to add these to my library collection and to read them. So yeah. I have been coughing all day long, and it sucks. Yesterday I feel like I had and then yesterday my throat was hurting, but I didn't have a fever, and now I'm just like coughing nonstop, which is really annoying. I don't feel sick. It's just the cough that's really irritating. So I don't think I'll make green eggs and ham tomorrow, but we'll definitely make it like on Friday. What the heck? I took off my makeup there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my books away. I'm gonna clean up my back table and I'm gonna head home. Also, I got this little cute plant for Valentine's Day, and it's already dying. I don't know. I can never ever take care of a plant. I did exactly what the directions said, and it's still dying. Hi guys, it is Tuesday afternoon. It is almost 3 o'clock, and it was a really busy day, but I finished assessing finally with 3 days to spare. I am so happy. If you teach kindergarten, then you might relate to this because it takes forever to assess for report cards because everything has to be pretty much done one-on-one, and I'm very lucky that I have a small class, so it didn't take as long as it could have. But I mean, give me 1 second. But I had to assess 12 different skills for 17 different students. So it was identifying letters, letter sounds, sight words, which is a list of 93 sight words, so that takes a long time in itself. Going through 93 sight words with 17 different students, sometimes more than once. So 60 sight words, rhyming, isolating sounds, numerals, counting to 100, counting forward from 36, comparing numbers or sets of numbers, number of objects, using numbers to represent numbers, classifying and counting. Those were the skills that we were assessing for this quarter, but there's also other things such as emergent text, like being able to read a text, so behavior, homework, and all that stuff. So I am done. I'm done. And I'm so happy. Now I can finally go back to my regular routine. So I'm very excited. I haven't done small groups since last week because I've been focusing on testing, but I'm so happy. I don't know what to say. I'm just so happy. We did not have specials today, but we had prize box during that time block. So I had my students working on this like hundreds chart thing while I was calling up individual students or like groups of 3 to come up and exchange tickets for prizes. So 4 students ended up buying lunch with me, like a ticket to have lunch with me, and then I also added skipping morning work. So I had 2 that bought that. And I also had using tablets for 2 rotations. So I have tablets for my literacy centers rotations, and if you choose that center, you cannot choose it again that day. So that ticket allows you to use it twice that day if you want to. So yeah, it ended up going really smoothly. I kind of like this a lot better than doing it at the end of the day on a Friday, but it's not always going to be the case where I can do it on a Tuesday. We're still moving along with our little like suitcase craft. I had my aide work on a few of them, and then when I didn't have her, I had a parent volunteer work on a few. So I think we're halfway there. And then once we are all done, I'm gonna put them up on a bulletin board. So I was just working on that. So that's where they're gonna go. So I forgot to talk about this activity yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna set you down and talk about it. So I really like this activity. I don't know if I talked about it yesterday, but I really enjoyed it yesterday, and I'm looking forward to trying it again tomorrow. So I got this idea from Greg from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Let me see if I can move you this way, actually, so lighting's better. Oh yeah, much better. And he actually uses a hula hoop, which I don't have, so I just kind of, you know, made do, and I put some painter's tape on the carpet, which I'm actually gonna move to like more like this area so we can have a bigger circle. So we use this activity to practice addition to 10. So I have 10 different manipulatives. So usually I have about 8 like target erasers and then 2 marbles, or a combination of the 2. And I go ahead and pass them out to students. So students that get one will raise it up in the air, and then the students that don't get one are gonna count down to from 10 to 1, or it depends. Sometimes we also do 10 to 100 by counting by tens. So when we get to the desired number, the people that have that manipulative will try to make it in the square, and of course they're not all gonna make it, so we'll count how many there are inside, how many there are outside, and make an addition equation with it. So there are 4 inside, we'll have 4 plus, and then 6 outside. 4 plus 6 equals 10, and then they will hold their whiteboards. Oh, by the way, they're writing it on their whiteboards. They'll hold their whiteboards right here, and then I'll hold my answer, and they'll check their answer to see if they were right, and if they were not right, they'll correct it, and then we'll do another round. So we were doing that yesterday, and they were really excited, so I'm excited. So today was green day for green eggs and ham day. So this is the only green thing that I really own. I don't own a lot of green, and if I do own green, it's mostly like army green. So this is all I had. I want to clean up my back table because it's always a mess. It's always a mess. And I also want to clean up my desk. Then I want to go to the store so I can buy things to make green eggs and ham tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to make the actual eggs just because I don't have anything to cook them in, but I'll make some variation of that. Like, I know some people make it with pudding and like Nilla wafers. So yesterday I showed you the books that I got from Scholastics, and I'm already wanting to order more, but I probably shouldn't because I don't have the money to spare, but I just want more books, like good books. I have a ton of books, but the majority of them are just books that were given to me, and I just kept because I felt like I needed books. So I'm actually gonna give a ton away to the school that I used to work at for their after school program, because every year they do a burgers and books event, so they all have burgers. The students and their families will get to take a book home for themselves. So usually they are pretty good about getting chapter books for families, like for grown-ups, but it's harder for them for some reason to get picture books donated. So I literally have like those big tubs, like storage tubs. I have like 3 of them full of books that I don't use and I don't have in my classroom. I have one in my apartment, and I have 2 or 3 more at my dad's house. I already told them that I am going to donate the books to them. So, and because they don't have the same spring break as me, I'm just gonna go over my spring break and drop them off. That is something that I do regret doing as I was prepping to become a teacher. I would just take all books that were given to me, even if they were not like good quality books, or like I knew I was not going to use them. I just took them just to take them. I ended up with a ton of books that I don't use and I'm not going to use, and they're just taking up space, and it's kind of frustrating just, you know, having stuff that you're not using and it's taking up space, especially because my apartment's not that big, and again, it's just taking up space. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up my back table and then my desk, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. So I just took down this bulletin board, and that took me actually longer than I thought. And then I also went on Pinterest to see what options I have for green eggs and ham, and I think I'm just gonna go with vanilla wafers, white pudding with like food coloring, and like fruit roll-ups for like the ham. Like I said, I don't have anything to make eggs with here in my classroom, and everything has to be store-bought anyway, so I couldn't just make them at home and then bring them here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Everything's pretty much ready for tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it is Wednesday after school. Wednesdays is when we usually have meetings after school because we have early release, so the kids get out an hour earlier. Sorry, I'm eating a mint. But we didn't have a meeting today, so I've actually been working for like about an hour and a half. I am almost done with report cards, which is amazing. I just need to input a few more grades that I need to retest tomorrow, and then do comments, and then I'm done. And I also work on a few sight word journals. So in my classroom we do sight word journals. So they're just very, I can show you actually. I'll just show you what they look like actually instead of trying to describe them. Alright, so then this is what it looks like. Today's word was eat, and I don't have it in order right here, so they cut the squares out and they put them in order. And then they just read the sentence, color in the sight word, which I completely did the wrong one this time, but it's okay. And then they'll go around and circle the ones that say eat and cross out the ones that don't say eat. So I did those for the next 4 weeks, which I feel pretty good about, because usually I'm making them like the Sunday before or like the day before. I'm never really like super ahead, but now I am. Today was wear a school shirt day for like all the places you'll go. So I wear my Wildcats shirt because I went to the U of A, so that's pretty much the only shirt I have for a school besides the school that I work at. Which, thinking about it, I could have totally worn the shirt from here because I do want to stay here, so thus that's the place I'll go. Today we also made green eggs and ham. So yesterday I did go to Walmart to buy all the supplies. So I bought pudding, vanilla wafers, food coloring, and fruit roll-ups and juice. So I didn't make like actual green eggs and ham just because I don't have anything to cook them in here in my classroom. And I don't know, I personally don't like eggs that much, so I don't want to have eggs in my classroom. I don't like the smell of them, so I did the pudding one instead, which it took me forever to find the pudding at Walmart. I went up and down the aisles and I couldn't find them, and I knew they had to be like around the popcorn area, and then after like 15 minutes I was about to give up and just go to Target, but then I found them. Then I also had to buy like the spray-on mist because the food coloring drops say that they are manufactured in a factory that contains peanuts, so I'm a peanut-free classroom, so I can't have that. So that didn't work out as well as the food coloring drops do, because the drops are way more concentrated with pigment than the spray is, but that's what I had to do. So the way I did it is I passed out all the supplies, and we did it together step by step, so the kids had their own like green eggs and ham to make, and once they were all done I would take a picture and then they would be able to eat it. So we had the pudding, like the green pudding, then we put a vanilla wafer on top to make it look like an egg, and then we had fruit roll-ups to make it look like the ham, and then I also had juice just, you know, to go along with it, and it was really fun. They really enjoyed it. Today I am super sore. I've been trying to go back to the gym, which I've been trying to go back to the gym since like August but I haven't been able to like go consistently. But I've gone Monday, yesterday, I'm going today, and my arms are so sore. I feel uncomfortable, and that's why it's hard to keep going, because I feel uncomfortable. I'm like, I just want to go home and sleep, but I know I should just keep going, so I will go today. I will not go tomorrow, but I will go Friday. So tomorrow is our last full day of the week because Friday is a half day. We have a lot to do tomorrow. We have to finish our all the places you'll go craft. I think I have about 4 students that have yet to finish, and then we also have to do an American flag for our American symbols standard, and just regular like Saxon, centers, math and stuff like that. And that centers have been flowing pretty well. I do want to make a video over spring break, just kind of talking about how I structure my centers, because it has been really working for me and my students really enjoy it. Or I'm going to try to do that, because I am going to work over spring break. As you guys know or may not know, I do work a second job over like big breaks, so like Christmas break, fall break, rodeo break and stuff like that. Actually rodeo break it didn't work, but usually when I have like a long day, like a long weekend or something like that, or a week off, I'll work my second job, which is a daycare job. Honestly, it's very exhausting, like not really having a break, especially as a first year teacher, but sometimes I feel like it's necessary, just because I feel like I need the money. Like I can make it without it, but sometimes I feel like I need it. So that's why I do it. Luckily, but also not luckily, my spring break does not align with other districts here in the surrounding area, so that means they won't need me as much. So instead of going in at 8 a.m. and getting out at 6 p.m., I'm gonna go in at 3 p.m. and get out around like 6 p.m. and then I will not work Wednesday, and then Friday I will go in at 8 a.m. sorry, and then get out probably like 6 p.m. maybe, I don't know. So I'm not gonna have like a super free spring break, but I'll have a little bit of time, which I'm hoping that I can use to film and edit videos. So I've rambled for 13 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my desk, which is pretty clean, clean my back table, which is not clean, and I'll head out so I can go home, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So I left my classroom pretty early. I left my classroom like at 3:20. I should be home by now because it's only 20 minutes away, but I'm stuck in traffic. Like, traffic is not moving. Alright, so I finally made it through traffic and actually went to Dollar Tree, and right now I'm waiting at a McDonald's drive-thru. There are like 10 cars in front of me for whatever reason. I guess everybody wants McDonald's today. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, then you know that when I get stressed out, I tend to eat McDonald's. Like, that's what I want to eat. And today is one of those days. I don't know why. I'm not behind on anything, and I'm actually kind of ahead, so I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I was talking to one of my teachers, and we were talking about how right before spring break everybody feels so tired, so I feel that's what it is. My head hurts. I'm kind of sick, so that's not helping whatsoever. But that's why I'm getting McDonald's. But anyway, I went to Dollar Tree so I can buy some things for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to make traps to catch a leprechaun. So I didn't really know how I wanted to go about this. I definitely just want to provide a ton of materials, and I'm going to have 5 teams of 4. No. I think I'm going to have 4 teams of 4. And one's going to have 5. Actually, no, I'm going to have one absent tomorrow, so it'll work out. 4 teams of 4. And yeah, so I got some golden eggs because leprechauns like gold. So we're going to try to trick the leprechaun with fake eggs. Then I have some balloon streams. I also bought some streamers, another kind of rope, and tape, like little tape dispensers. That way they can have their own tape and they don't have to share my tape. And then I also got some of this. This was actually the last one. This is bathtub finger paint soap. So I'm gonna so the leprechaun is gonna leave like little footprints, and I wasn't really sure what to use that with or what to make that with. So I was thinking maybe like just washable paint, but I wasn't sure if that was gonna work. So I ended up buying this kind of paint. Hopefully it works. It was the last one there was. The other one was a blue one. So I'm hoping it works. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Oh, and then I also got these little hats, the pack of 5, but I'm only gonna use one because I think I'm gonna have the leprechaun leave behind his hat. I'm actually really excited for tomorrow to have my kids just go crazy with making a trap. I think my kids are really, really creative, so I think we'll have some great traps. So then I also went to Walgreens to buy some kind like granola bars, because as you saw in a few clips earlier, I was making some thank you cards, and it just says like, your kindness does not go unnoticed, and thank you for blah blah blah. So I needed those, so I have some, and I'm gonna have extras, which is good because I can keep them around for future like thank you notes. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my McDonald's now. Hey guys, so it is Thursday after school. It is 3 o'clock. I just finished setting up for tomorrow. Today we made our leprechaun. Why do I sound Today we made our leprechaun traps. So there's a bunch of leprechaun footprints everywhere, so yeah, that took forever, but I'm done. I also put my blinds down so kids don't like try to get a sneak peek in the morning. I want to go ahead and take those down and do something else. We made this today. Let me see if I can find my example. This. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. It's funny because I think someone wrote down like, I wish Miss Sandoval was pretty, and I'm like, am I not pretty? And it's like, no, you are, you're super pretty. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know what you mean by that then. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put them up. Then I'm gonna clean up my back table, my desk, and head out because I actually have plans at around 5 with some friends, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. So one of my favorite things about my classroom is that I have huge windows. Sorry, I'm trying to like clean up and put things away and vlog at the same time. One of my walls is literally just windows and a door, so there's a ton of natural light, and I really enjoy that. And just having my blinds down for right now really makes me appreciate even more having huge windows, because I don't like this like whole fluorescent lighting kind of situation, but it's just for a little bit, and then I can go back to having a ton of natural light. I did put up these, and I think they look cute. I didn't put all of them because some of them do not have the prompt on them yet, because we didn't have time for that. The way I got this idea from Instagram, someone posted it, and I tried to like find it on Teachers Pay Teachers, but I couldn't find it, so I had to make it like myself, which is fine. It was just like a cloud clip art, and I just typed in the prompt. But it just says, if I found a pot of gold and a leprechaun, why can't I say that word? I cannot say that word. A leprechaun gave me 6 wishes, I would wish for a rainbow of things. And then it has obviously like a rainbow, and in each color they write a wish. So one of them says, one of the wishes says, Miss Sandoval is very pretty. So I know the student was trying to like give me a compliment, but it just sounds funny because it's supposed to be wishes of things that you don't have and you wish for yourself or other people. So it just kind of sounds like I'm not pretty and they're calling me out on it, but it's not that way at all. It's just funny. Oh my goodness, everything is such a hot mess, and it's gonna be that way until we clean it up tomorrow. Also, one of my team teachers gave me this. It's very well known that I love donuts, so this was really cute. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I love it. Probably gonna put it somewhere on that bulletin board, which I cannot show you because I have a class picture, but yeah, I was so happy. So it is still the same day. I just changed. So I left my classroom at around like 3:40, and I left like early-ish because I'm meeting a few friends. We're supposed to go to Top Golf, but I think we're gonna end up going to go get something to eat. But I am so tired, and I don't know why. Like, I've been going to sleep at the same time that I usually do, but it's probably because it's the end of the quarter and everything just feels like amplified towards the end of a quarter, so that's probably why. And I mean, this is kind of how I felt before Christmas break, so I mean, it's almost spring break, so maybe that's why. I'm so tired. It is only 4:55. I'm waiting in the parking lot for my friend to get home because I got here before her, and yeah, I just want to go to sleep. I want to eat first because I'm starving, but then I just want to sleep for like 12 hours. Also, I'm kind of sick, but I don't know, like, it's weird. I'll be coughing a lot here and there. It's just really draining my energy, and it's not helping me sleep well at night, because I'll wake up in the middle of the night with like a coughing attack, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up again, cough a lot, go back to sleep, and it sucks. I was literally, when I was driving home, I was literally coughing so much I thought I was gonna have to pull over because that's how much I was coughing, but then 5 minutes later it was like nothing ever happened. So I just hope this cough goes away pretty soon because it's really annoying. Hey guys, so it is Friday afternoon. It's 5:46, and obviously I am at school. Today was a half day, and you guys know I don't film during the day. I just don't, it's not something I'm really allowed to do, so that's why I don't do it. So the kids got out at what was it, 11:50, and then our contract hours are not supposed to end until 2:45. So even though I had all this time in my classroom, I didn't vlog because I was still within contract hours. Luckily, we were able to go home earlier than contract hours, so we were able to leave by like 12:45, 1-ish, and I did, because I was super exhausted. Today was like a little bit of a crazy day. I feel like half days are always kind of crazy because it throws everything off. So for half days we don't have specials, and then our lunch is a little bit earlier, and then we get out a lot earlier, so it is just not within our routine. So that's why it throws everything off. My kids loved the leprechaun traps and the mess that the leprechaun made. He didn't really make a mess of our classroom, he just kind of destroyed the traps and got away from them, and then he turned our toilet water green, and then he left that note that you saw in the previous clips. And they were super excited. It was funny because they would find things out of place in the classroom that they were just out of place because I put them out of place without really meaning to, and they're like, oh my goodness, the leprechaun put the book where it's not supposed to. And I'm like, oh yeah, he totally did. So I was home by like 2:30, I think, and I just passed out. I literally like went straight to bed. Actually, no, I did not. I went to Albertsons, and then I got some chips. Then I got to my apartment. I watched one YouTube video while eating chips, and then I fell asleep. And I didn't wake up until like 5, so not that long ago. And now I'm just waiting at the gym. I'm waiting on a friend. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I just didn't want to end the vlog like abruptly, so I wanted to give you a heads up as to why I didn't really vlog today. Alright, so that is it for today's video, but before I sign off, I do want to give a few quick shout outs, and they're going to be Instagram shout outs. So the first one goes to the teacher dress code. I love her feed. She is a special education teacher, and I think in Washington. She has the cutest teacher style ever, so I would highly recommend checking her out. And the last shout out goes to Mr. P, 6th grade. He is a middle school teacher in California. He started his teaching Instagram not too long ago, but we started talking before he made his teaching Instagram, and he's really cool. So if you're a middle school teacher, I think you'd enjoy his Instagram, so go ahead and check him out as well. But yeah, now for sure, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video, which I'm not really sure what it's gonna be because I'm officially on spring break, so I'm not gonna be vlogging very often. So yeah, we'll see what I come up with. So I'll see you next time. Bye.